haven't is size. In to tip it off, the 6'5" Charlotte Cole from Germany for New Mexico. And she's able to just get the best of Yvonne Ejim, and we are off and running today here in Spokane. Well, this New Mexico team is off to a good start, too. 9-3 so far. A lot of wins against low majors. Losses to Montana State, Georgia Tech, and Southern Utah. So a team that kind of gets up and down, Shaq.
Yeah, they play hard. They play fast. You see them running a lot of dribble drive action. They're trying to get at you, get you on your heels. Great job there by penetrating, getting 2 feet in the paint for a little pull-up.
And that was Paula Reus, who's tied for the team lead in points this year, 12.5 a game. She scored double figures in 5 of their last 6 games. She's for real, and so is Yvonne Ejim.
She has just been so dominant this season, does a great job. I don't know how you defend her because she's really evolved her game and grown in the offseason. She's really handling the large role that she plays for the Zags.
Already been West Coast Conference Player of the Week 3 separate times this year. That is almost unheard of.
Yeah, she's just continuing her season of dominance.
Yep.
It'll be interesting how she matches up, like you said, against Cole, 6'5", but she's shown that she handles size very well in past games. Great
shot off the rim by Nia Wilson. They have outscored opponents in the paint this year, 10 out of their last 12 games.
Yeah, pretty impressive stuff, how they, with that dribble drive action of getting into the paint, and you're getting layups, you're getting drop downs to your post players, so they do a great job of moving the ball.
Speaking of moving the ball, out to Kayleigh Truong for 3. And there's Anaya Ogman underneath the basket. She'll get going too. She's averaging 11 points a game. New Mexico does not get a whole lot of scoring contributions off the bench. Mostly their starters, this team. Tied up, there goes Ogman looking for her first points. 5 to shoot. Reus has got to get rid of it. Cumber, 1 to shoot. Bricked it. And the violation.
Not happy with their defensive efficiency, so that's a great start for them to get that violation for the Lobos.
What could this group do to improve that efficiency as Maxwell hits a 3 shot?
Whether you're guarding the ball, whether you're in help side, of just knowing what your role is in that defensive possession and doing it to the best of your ability. I think sometimes they get themselves out of position trying to gamble and make that, ESPN top 10 highlight play. The thing is 50% of the game is played on the defensive end, so you're going to get plenty of opportunities to flex your muscle there.
I mean, she jumped 3 feet to her left to get that foul. And don't hate the player, hate the game. Right? But 3 got here 2 years ago as Truong can't get it to go. Bree arrived as the highest-rated recruit in the history of Gonzaga women's basketball, and she was hurt. Well, basically, she didn't play year 1. Then she was hurt all of last year, so she came in so highly heralded, but she hasn't gotten to play really until now.
Yeah, and if you're a Zag fan, this is kind of an early Christmas present for you. She is so, you see it there, her length bothers a lot of people. She is tough on both ends of the floor.
6'2". Longer than that on the wingspan, and a great shooter, and she thought about pulling there.
Yeah, I like to see her aggressive, though. Like, you don't want to come in playing timid.
Although we'll talk about why that might not be great for New Mexico in just a minute, because, man, they have been underwhelming there this year as Salenbine had a hand on it. Here's Cumber. And they'll reset, but once again, the shot clock is down to 10. Here goes Ogman. Out to Cumber. Finally got one.
And I think that was a great defensive possession there. Good call by the Gonzaga coaching staff to change up their defenses, because that's also not part of Ogman's game. That's where she kind of struggles, is from behind the three-point line. Yeah, I know that's a big point of emphasis as somebody who played for this coaching staff, Lisa Fortier, is we need to be a team that cashes in from that free throw line.
And don't forget how great Brynna Maxwell was herself at free throws last year, the best in the country for most of the season. Man, Viane Cumber from way downtown.
But that's just way too easy. That was a couple passes. She was in rhythm, able to just catch, shoot, get her feet set. Had all the time in the world to let that fly. If you're the Zags, you want to close out with high hands sooner and make that more of a contest.
Maud Hybens down low. Maud the guard.
They're up the paint. Great pass there, too. A lot of touch from Eliza Hollingsworth.
Ogman really worked Esther Little off of her there. And this is Paris Loro at the top of the key, getting her first run of minutes in today's game. Diarra Berté, the Spaniard for 2. This is a team that is filled to the brim with really talented international players.
So you'll live with those shots at the end of a buzzer. But Brynna Maxwell.
Only a minute to go here in the first quarter. Aggressively contested so far. Charge.
I'm guessing her and Bree both will have some limited minutes, but I think this is a strategic move by Lisa Fortier and her coaching staff to just get them some minutes before the break.
And there we go, Yvonne Ejim contested for 2. 8 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. It's Reus, their leading scorer. Gave it away. Hollingsworth and Maxwell, who could knock down the 3. Ejim and Stokes also on. And here comes Truong to Hollingsworth. That shot might have been tipped just a little bit. And New Mexico will not come close, and that is the end of the first quarter. New Mexico had the lead most of the way, but the Zags into the lead by 1 after 10. Nice big crowd today to finish off the non-conference slate at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Maybe not so much behind the benches, but boy, in terms of the upper section here as Yvonne Ejim gets it to go, Shaq. I mean, this is a pretty big crowd today.
Yeah, this is a great way to send the Zags and the Lobos into their new year. Both programs deserve to play in front of a packed crowd. They're 2 great programs, so this will be a good game for everybody to see.
Good for the Zags to get one more competitive non-conference game out of the way as well, although, I mean, you could say that about pretty much every game on their schedule.
Definitely.
Langerman can't get the 3 to go. New Mexico is now 2 for 10 in the first 10 3-point attempts. Here's Maxwell. Contested, and that was a clean block. 5 to shoot. Here she goes. Around the corner, no foul. And the Zags want to run. This team likes to run, but today, I mean, they've really been playing in the half court, Shaq.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of playing in the half court with pace, though, so I think that's why they've still been effective. Great footwork there by Hollingsworth.
Zags haven't scored in coming up on 3 minutes, and Liza changes that. This has been an interesting matchup. Here's Ogman, 5 to shoot. Langerman over to Cumber, 3, 2, Reus, got to go up. And a violation, didn't get the rim.
The presence of Mount Hybens might have affected her shot attempt there, especially at the end of the shot clock.
Is it the Zags' size, why they're afraid to really try to get into the paint today? What's going on with that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They also haven't gone to Charlotte Cole. She's on the bench now getting some rest, but they haven't posted her up a lot. What else to say about Maxwell? That 3 didn't even look open to me. As a player, I would never have even attempted that, but that's a walk in the park for her, and she knocks it down.
Mercy me, Brynna Maxwell. The Zags are 4 for 6 from downtown. She is already 3 for 4 of those 6. Amazing. Cumber down low. And she got Mahibans. Cumber gets the first of 2. Boy, this crowd has been itching to see her play for, 2.5 years. You and I were talking, Shaq, before the game. I looked at the roster saying, I think we might see Bree today, and she was listed as a redshirt sophomore. I said, why is that fair? She hasn't gotten to play at all.
And you saw her, she subbed in for Kayleigh Truong, so she's capable. You saw her handling some pressure there from Nia Wilson, too. She has great handles, great length. She's a leader, and I know that she's just gunning for this opportunity.
Langerman, back to Ogman. 5 to shoot. Winding it down again. The junior guard got it for 2.
You got to tip your hat there. That was great defense.
That'll kind of make you excited.
Yeah, she has all the skill set to be a great guard for this program.
Hollingsworth, no. And what an aggressive rebound by Reus. That was something.
And you can see it. If you were to look up in the dictionary gym rat, you would see her picture. She works so hard on her craft.
Down low to Reus. Puts it in.
And probably exactly what that team was missing last year.
Yep. Salenbine, pretty close. Esther Little tracks it down. And the Zags will go again. Here goes Bree. She wants her first points. Can't get him quite yet.
And she's got to stay aggressive.
Man, can this team pass? New Mexico, very impressive. Didn't go down, but they're good at finding pretty small lanes.
Yeah, they thread the needle well, and they're getting some good looks.
Oh, straight up stolen away by Wilson. And Destiny Burton, unfortunately, a little aggressive there on the after effect.
Yeah, frustrated with her turnover. There's a bit of a foul. Lost her composure a little bit.
The referees are conferring here at center court about what exactly they're going to call this.
Yeah, so she's frustrated. There is a bump there by Cumber, which was unnecessary as well. You can understand the frustration, but you have to keep your composure in those moments. I understand that the Zags fans are a little bit annoyed, frustrated with that, but I think that is the right call, unfortunately, by the refs. You need Destiny to have quality minutes this game. It's her first game back, so we got to make sure that we're keeping her calm and get another shot at it when she comes back off the bench.
Truong and Stokes back in off the bench for the Zags, along with Esther Little. Since then, the Zags have been in the lead, so not a lot of changes so far. Here's Reus. Man, she is so good from inside, but Hybens and Little and Hollingsworth so far have done a good job.
Yeah, she is the stereotypical international player, European player. She's very crafty, has great footwork. She's very patient with the ball in her hand, so a great look there, just couldn't finish.
Truong. Oh, with a defender in her face.
And that's got to be on the scouting report for the Lobos. You can't go under any screens, especially with the Truongs, especially with Brynna Maxwell. Just a lack of discipline there.
You absolutely cannot just let the screens go with those three players, not even a little bit. Whistle before the drive.
And I like that from Callie Stokes being aggressive here. But you see Nia Wilson goes under. That's way too much space for Kayleigh Truong. Very confident, right in rhythm with her dribble, able to knock that one down.
And the true freshman, Claire O'Connor, just in off the bench, so we knew she'd be getting some minutes today. Here's Callie Stokes, and the net did not even move.
And she's such a big, strong guard. Before that out-of-bounds play, she got a foul call on Ogman by being aggressive towards the baseline. She's strong. I don't know about the exact point differential, but yeah, this is a competitive game for the Zags. This is not a walk in the park before you go on winter break. So the Zags are going to have to really lock in and know their scout.
No foul, they'll let them play, and Truong makes them pay. Wow.
Great job by Callie Stokes of just staying with it, playing through a little bit of contact.
Wow. That was a heck of a sequence. There have been a couple tremendously impressive sequences for the Zags so far, and Viane Cumber with another three.
See if the Zags can get something on the board.
Truong, another three. Wasn't happy with that shot. Reus the rebound. One last chance. Nia Wilson will go for the two. And a charge. Huge. No free throws coming. And that is the end of the first half. And the rest of the WCC as it stands, this season at least, comes up pretty darn soon. Yvonne Ejim can't get her hands on that. Truong.
A little bit more of a reserve decision to rest her today.
Callie Stokes going for the steal in front of Ogman, who was an absolute menace in the first half, and here she is trying to work on Hollingsworth, and she gets it over the 6'3" forward. Very impressive.
Yeah, Ogman's longer than I think people realize, but just does a great job of being patient.
Up and under. Yvonne Ejim. Here goes Ogman. So aggressive getting to the 10. Nice putback by Cole. And the Zags get it. It's funny, you know, Shaq, coming into this game, I think we thought Ogman would be one of the main scorers, and she has been as Vonnie draws. Crazy stat about that one.
Of dominance against the Wildcats.
marquee win for your early resume.
Yeah, they're well coached. They're really athletic. They work hard, so that was a great win for this program.
The time was ranked number 3 in the country. Arizona, Cal, Alabama. The big loss was to Washington State, who at the time, as Maxwell hits another 3. 5 to shoot. Wilson down low. That was a great pass and rejected. Zags on a 6-0 run the last 2 minutes. New Mexico is 0 for their last 6 shots. And another violation. They didn't get the tie-up.
Not keeping your arms vertical, so great job there by the Zags.
So the 6-0 run for the Bulldogs continues. If this goes much further, New Mexico might want a timeout. Oh, wow, what a pass from Truong to Ejim.
And Ejim just never stopped working on that possession.
Langerman again, and she can't get it again. 4 for 18 from downtown.
And those are great three-point looks for the Lobos, little inside-outside.
Here goes Bree. Tipped away. New Mexico's going to run. Maxwell outnumbered on defense. It's Wilson. The turnaround that happened here and why the Zags looking a little bit better.
I think they locked in defensively, got some more stops, adjusted to how they were guarding Cumber from the perimeter, and also getting Yvonne Ejim a little bit more involved offensively.
Yvonne was so phenomenal against Arizona, but a little quieter so far in this one. Here she goes. Maybe not quiet for longer. There's 2 more.
So explosive. Her first step is quick. Able to use her size to get into the paint. Finishes well with both hands.
Oh, good-looking one goes down from Paris Lord. Hyman. Oh, great pass down low to Ejim. And I think they have a foul. The Zags have done a great job of limiting Charlotte Cole today for the Lobos.
Height advantage that they think the taller player is going to be a little bit more dominant. But you have to remember, she has to guard.
Here's Reus. So great at the start of the game. Cooled off a little bit the last, 10 minutes of basketball. Wow. Bree Salenbine. Welcome home, sister. Good looking.
Yeah, she jogged back with a huge grin on her face. I know that one felt good.
And New Mexico.
You could feel the excitement from this crowd that she was able to get that to drop.
And this is fun. They're going to let her run point while Truong is on the bench. Here's Ejim. But we know that next year it's going to be Callie Stokes, Peyton Muma, Bree Sal. What's coming next?
Yeah, and I think Bree has the skill set, the leadership qualities.
Just a hair over a minute to go here in the third quarter tonight. New Mexico's coaching staff cannot be happy with these 10 minutes of hoops. That one goes down again from Paris Loro. Everybody else, still 0.
Yeah, I actually think that's her third of the quarter. I think she got yelled at by her coaching staff.
It's 3, you're right, it's 3.
She got yelled at earlier in the first half for not shooting. She passed up a shot, and now you're seeing why.
And there's Eliza Hollingsworth. New Mexico brings it back across. There is a 8 or 9 second difference here between the game clock and the shot clock. So if the Zags get the rebound, they'll have one more good look coming up the court. Reus had space, didn't want to use it. Cumber out to Loro again. The hot hand with an air ball.
Zags going to try to get one final look here. Really important to execute down the stretch.
Hollingsworth. 5 to shoot. Maxwell. Here she goes. Truong from deep. And we are back just in time to start the fourth quarter today in Spokane. Number 20 Gonzaga 52 and New Mexico 40, as we already have some contact spreading out the scoring, spreading the love. Truong has 12, Ejim has 16. Over to Little. Zags working the perimeter. Hollingsworth will take the 3, you bet.
Yeah, and she's had a little bit of a quiet night, but I love that she's staying aggressive. That's the perfect shot for her. That's a play that's designed to get those types of looks at the rim. And you see there the Lobos.
Langerman, no. But I gotta love Reus taking that shot to get it right back, huh?
Definitely.
That was the Zags' biggest lead of the game at 15 for all of 10 seconds. And Ogman with the...
Yeah, a little bit of a defensive breakdown there for the Zags. Lobos able to cut this lead to 10. They're not going away. Their game. You see some defensive pressure there. Good job by Hollingsworth of getting on the floor.
Oh, what a great pass to Eliza Hollingsworth.
Yeah, I like that they're trying some different things. With the injury to Kayleigh Truong, I think you do get to experiment a little bit and get people some quality minutes that they might not get otherwise.
Cumber started the game so hot.
A whole lot, but enough that the ref saw something there.
A little scary doing that so close to the bench. You never know, but she is a fearless player. Here goes Callie. Beautiful.
6 to 10 points a game by doing things like that, just being aggressive off ball screens. She has a great pull-up. She's getting more confident. Again, that changes the dynamic for the Zags for the better.
Cumber got it. All right, 11. New Mexico makes a little bit of a dent, but not before Hybens gets it right back.
Her vision out there is second to none. She does a great job of, like you said, leading people, putting them in positions to score.
Reus didn't see an angle she liked against Hybens. Wilson likes an angle, but Deuce and the damage one more. The Bulldogs trying to hold on to their top 20 ranking as Nia Wilson goes to the free throw line.
Run your offense on the other end.
Salenbine out top. Likes the one-on-one with Wilson. But they'll reset with 10 on the clock. Salenbine around a screen. Doesn't like it. Maxwell with 5. Ejim. Time winding down, yes.
A little bit disjointed for the Zags, but what a great option when you just have a player like Yvonne Ejim that can just go get you a bucket seemingly at any moment.
Reus in response. Ejim. That was a great inbound play. In New Mexico, here we go. Their time is not unlimited. Loro from way deep, and they give up a possession.
And that's actually a design play in transition, a little flip pass to your trail in transition, and then here, getting out, running hard in transition.
It's Wilson. Here goes Reus. Wilson again. For the angle, she got it.
They try to get 2 feet in the paint, kick out to shooters, then somebody else is driving into the key again. So they're sticking true to their identity offensively. And like you said, it's a 7-point game.
10 to shoot. Zags working the clock. Yvonne Ejim, wow. They needed that shot.
It is loud, and they were not happy with that foul call.
And also, I mean, not to be jerks to the rest of the conference, but this is true, is that 3 doesn't go down. It's kind of rare to get a game that's less than 10 points in here. It's awfully fun when it's a close game. Big tie-up. It's a rugby or football, not basketball.
Get their feet set so quick, and they take quality threes. They're not just jacking it up. So it's impressive what they've done here today. Hollingsworth was able to get her hand on it and deflected off the person taking the ball out.
Here goes Truong. New Mexico not fouling yet. That's interesting. They want to see if the Zags will give up a bad shot. Kind of doubt it. Viane, 22 points.
Strong. That's it. And Reus there did a great job of keeping her in front, but that's where Vanie's athleticism plays a part because she's able to absorb a little bit of that contact and finish. You see Esther Little there using her length, getting into passing lanes, causing some deflections.
Inside a minute to go, and this one is pretty much done now. An 11-point lead for the Zags. That one is clanked, and they'll let it play out. This is going to be 26 wins in a row for the Gonzaga Bulldogs in this building. They're number 20, and after having beaten Arizona, you got to think they'll be higher come Monday.
Yeah, this was a great job of winning one final game on your home court. This fan base wants tacos, though. They had 9 threes, not going to get it. Maybe they will.
The crowd is yelling for
They
Brynna
wanted
Maxwell.
it, but I know Coach Lisa Fourier and her staff, they don't want to do that. They're going to be good sportsmen about it. Brynna's thinking about it.
What a fun game. Gonzaga 67, New Mexico 56. Shaq, we knew it would be competitive.